What's up, Saw Squad? Austin Dunham back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how you can do a Kuki, or what's called a back clap push-up. Now the thing is, this is no ordinary back clap push-up with your feet on the ground. Instead, you're gonna bring your whole entire body off the ground. So definitely a cool move, a cool explosive skill that you wanna learn. And I'm gonna show you how you can learn it today, so stay tuned. All right, so first, let's talk about the form of the Kuki push-up. So like I said, your feet are gonna be completely off the ground. Now, it's an explosive push-up, so once you come up from the explosive push-up, you're gonna tuck in your knees, and then from there, do a clap behind your back. Now, the key point here is that you don't wanna clap too high upon your back like that, or you don't wanna clap way too low. You wanna find a sweet spot that is comfortable right there. And like I said, another one is that you wanna tuck in your knees. You're not just doing a Superman push-up and then clapping behind your back with your legs spread out. You wanna tuck in your knees really quickly and clap behind your back. Now that you know the form of the Kuki push-up, let's talk about the progressions and how you can work your way up to this awesome push-up variation. So before we even get started, you must of course have a decent level of pushing strength. So I would say at least 30 to 40 push-ups in a row with no problem. Then after that, you want to start working your basic explosive strength. Now you can do this by doing just basic clapping push-ups, or doing the push-ups where you come down in a slow negative format, then explode your way back up. The point here is to build the basic explosive strength, like I said, and build up those fast twitch muscle fibers, because those are the muscle fibers that actually work on your explosiveness. So after you reach your basic level of strength, next you're gonna move into the back clap push-up. Now this is the back clap push-up in which your feet will be on the ground. And you just come up, explode, and then bring your hands behind your back. Now that move specifically could be a difficult skill for you to learn. That's why I said you have to build your way up to it first before you actually do that. Now, the next progression would be to actually work your way up to the full Kuki push-up. And the way you do that is by, one, getting over the fear, which this exercise I'm about to tell you is definitely gonna help out with that. And that is the hip tap push-up. Instead of coming behind your back and clapping, you're gonna bring your body up and then just tap your hips. All right, so you kind of get a feel of how the movement should be, and you're not fully going behind your back. Also, along with building your explosive strength, this can build just your quickness, in which you definitely need when doing this push-up variation, because it's about explosiveness, quickness, and also a little bit of strength. But most of all, this is all about technique. All right, so after you've done the hip tap push-up for a few reps, let's say 5 to 10 is definitely pretty good. You should be able to do the full Kuki push-up. Now, like I said before, it really takes getting over the fear, because if you actually freeze the frame or watch it in slow motion, you're literally above the ground with your hands behind your back, which could be scary for some people. That's why you need to work on your quickness and follow the progressions that I just mentioned. So, like I said, remember to also tuck in your knees. That's a big form tip when it comes to doing this push-up variation. All right, some other tips when it comes to learning this push-up variation is you wanna work on your shoulder mobility. That's one of the big reasons why I couldn't do it, because I realized when I stretched my hands back like this, it was hard for me to actually get my hands to clap together. So you can do this a few different ways. You can do just basic mobility stretches, or you can actually bend over and practice clapping. That way you kind of get a feel for how it feels like. The point is that every single workout, just make sure you're stretching out your shoulders, do some shoulder dislocates, or whatever it takes for you to actually have the mobility to clap behind your back. Tip number 2 is that get over the fear. Just practice in a safe place at first. For example, I'm in a field right now, so this will be a perfect place for me to practice, or maybe some sand. You don't want to just go for it on concrete, just in case you do fall and hurt yourself. But like I said, if you follow the progressions, you should be totally okay. And tip number 3, you want to incorporate this push-up variation at the end of your workouts, okay? Don't do it at the beginning, do it at the end. I like doing my explosive work at the end of my workout. That way, one, I get a nice burnout when I work out, and two, it's not really a strength exercise, it's more of a technical practicing element, if that makes sense. So I do it after all my strength movements, such as weighted push-ups or weighted pull-ups or handstand push-ups and stuff like that. Try and do it at the end of your workout, and you can. And another thing that people are going to mention is that your wrist may hurt when you do any type of explosive push-up variation. So a way you can combat that is, one, stretching your wrist before you even start doing these push-up variations. I stretch my wrist every single workout, going forward and backwards on my wrist. And two, as you see what I'm wearing here, wear wrist wraps. Now, actually just came out with my very own wrist wraps. They are called the sauce wraps, and if you check the link down below, they are available. They just released this week after around 6 months of development. Very comfortable, and you can loosen, tighten, and adjust it to your liking as you're working out. So those are my quick tips on how you can, one, learn the Kuki push-up, follow those progressions, and follow the tips that I just mentioned. If you have any more questions, be sure to leave them down below. Check out the sauce wraps down below, everything down below, all right? So if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys.
I just tell them, you gotta stop making excuses, man. You gotta pull up or shut up. Pull up or shut up. You gotta pull up or shut up. Pull up or shut up. You gotta pull up or shut up. You gotta pull up or shut up.